Hey y'all, what's going on? It's been a while since I've been over here on this side of YouTube, over here on this channel, but here I am again. I did put that video. Y'all got a lot of makeup videos where I did food with makeup or whatever. And I even have this long ass fucking video of my favorites, but I was like, ain't no way in the world I can put that shit up, you know. And y'all know over here, it's just a little bit more, excuse me, it's not necessarily that it's laid back or any more relaxed or whatever. It's just kind of, I don't know, a little bit of, what is this? Oh Lord, who's getting the boot? Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta look at this, honey. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Y'all got indigestion. Listen, I had the best salad today. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I'm sure it is. Nothing. She ain't famous for nothing. Let me share this one. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Delete. Let me reshare. Okay. Anywho, and y'all gonna hear some rain. Okay, y'all. So I wanted to share just something just been on my mind for a while when it comes to makeup. And as I begin to go through just all the makeup that I have that I feel like it's just senseless unless I'm thinking about saying, well, okay, I want to do makeup on other folks or whatever. Just to have, I could never ever in life use it. And at a point, and I've said this before, it has to be a cutoff. You know, so I was thinking about, because I've seen lots of videos and I enjoy videos where I see a lot of the ladies on the beauty side as they begin to talk about like beginner kits and this and that and other, or what have you, and just necessary things to have. Most of the time, excuse me, y'all, wait a minute. I ain't got to keep doing that. Most of the time, it is about, you know, if you're doing a starter kit and you know, an inspiring or whatever, makeup artist or whatever. And then I've seen the ones for beginners, you know, and I lie somewhere in there, like like that dash after beginner, you know, like makeup, and I love the way it looks and all of that. And I'm always like, ooh, you know what I mean? But at a point, it has to be a cutoff. And I just kind of pulled together a couple of palettes that I think, or I just did a hair video, y'all, so I kind of got some hair around me and some other things where I did a video on. But I just wanted to kind of share these palettes with you. Now, both of these are from Coastal Scents, okay? One of my favorites when it comes to a neutral palette or whatever, and yes, it has fingerprints all over it. It's just the way this is made. This is the 88. This is the Mirage palette. It's the 88 shadows in it. Okay, which basically it does have a nice mirror on it, nice size mirror. But here are the colors. Very nice neutral. Like if you cannot make a neutral look out of this or a smoky look, honey, it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like you have a lot of rich browns and orange and like champagne and nude colors. And then on this other end here, on the darkest end, you have greens, grays. You know, it ends up in black. And, you know, just if you're a neutral girl, like I don't know that you would need to have all of the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You know, you could make that look out of this very easily. You know, you don't always have to have all of that. And unfortunately, I realized it too late and too much makeup later. Okay? The next thing, and you really, I just happen to love this because this is a neutral, and honey, you could take this palette out of town and let this be the reason for your eyes. I'm serious. But another one that I don't know if a lot of people slept on it or whatever, it does have, it's been, you know, this one gets some used to it. This is the 252 Ultimate Palette. It has 252 shadows in it. Now, this is different from the 120 palette. You'll see when I open it, it has much smaller shadows in it. The shadow size is the same size as the ones in the 88 palette, okay? And it has like 3 tiers to it when you open it up. Look at these colors. These are your blues, your greens, your greens. You have blue, green, a little bit of yellow. You have some golds. You have your silvers on here. Just some really beautiful colors. You know, but this lighting may not be giving you everything you need to see, but really some lovely colors. Then we have another palette that's part of, that's part of this. Now, this is a mixture of mattes, shimmer, and satin, okay? This one has 2 rows, like kind of going from gold to browns. It has purples to pinks, black to blue, and a little bit of silver and gray. It has like green to turquoise. Then you have, from there you go into bronze and some more purples. This has a lot more colors to it. So you could do a colorful look with this. Like you have, yellows, which we're going to get into the yellows in the very last one. And here's the last layer here. Which, is that not gorgeous? Is that not gorgeous? And the color of the year, like at Sephora or whatever, is like one of these colors is the exact dupe for that. Like, it's just a color that they chose. And as you can see, you have browns here, yellows, beautiful orange, pinks, your white, silver, gold still on there. I mean, like anything you were trying to do, you could do with this palette. There's no doubt in my mind that you could have this palette and really do whatever you wanted to do. Now, I choose to say that I like having this set. And as you can see, those are smaller. And they are the same size as the 88 Shimmer. But, honey, listen, you're not going to go through this much shadow ever. And I'm just going to grab a couple of colors. From this one, I'm going to go with this deep green. And then this really like sea foam, like blue. Is that not, y'all, that color is everything. That is my favorite. Out of all the colors in here, that is my favorite. And then you have some really nice mattes. Let me show you. This green here is a matte, as you can see. Okay, and this one is a shimmer, like it's satin, kind of. Look at that. They are so, the pigmentation is bananas on these. I'm telling you. You could do whatever you was trying to do, whether it be neutral, colorful, with these 2 palettes. I'm just being real. I'm just telling you. Right here. And if you're a person that wears makeup, every day, or you're doing makeup on someone, did I put that on my shirt? I bet I did. Then, you would go through your shadows, but it takes a while to kind of go through these. I'm sorry, it just does. And a person that's just using them for personal use, I can never go through these shadows, honey. These shadows going to be here when I'm gone. Okay? There's also another one that I was going to share with you all, and I got this one. I was a little hesitant on wanting to share this one. I got this one a while back on eBay. Nice neutral palette, but it just has this powder talcum. You definitely need to put like a base on, like a color base, to get the real payoff on these. The one that really stands out is that one, as far as like super pigmented. Let me go for one of these browns down here. Now, this is mostly matte. This is basically a matte palette, but except 3. I think. Here's a brown. Okay. And then I'm going to go for this like rich kind of color here, which is a matte. Beautiful color, like really. Put that matte there. That first rich color. And then the other one. Aren't those just gorgeous? Like, if you're a neutral brown girl and you love neutrals, you could use this palette. I think I paid like $5.50 for this palette. Like, I'm serious. But I don't know, and the reason why I was hesitant, but you may put it in just neutral palettes. This is 28. Now, on Coastal Scents, they have a palette, this same palette, but with blushes, with majority of the same colors with a better color payout. Like, you get payoff there, but as you can see, a couple of them were a little bit chalky. And like, if you go over to like this really pale pink here, which I would use for a pinup look, it really gets a little chalky, you know, but I could use it. I would never just throw it out. I would just know that if I was going somewhere and I wanted to use this and just do neutrals, I would just take me a milk pencil in white and work it out. You know, in white, I would take white, and then I would also take black bean for like the greens and things like that to make it pop. But this was inexpensive, but they have one like this on Coastal Scents as well. I think it's a 28 shadow and blush palette. Gorgeous palette. I just, you know, I've seen it swatched, and I've seen people rave about it, but I already had this one. I was like, honey, please, I'm going to make it happen with this one. You know, and they're about the same size as, you know, the shadows are of a MAC shadow. So, you know, but I just wanted to kind of share that one, but then I was kind of hesitant. But you can get that as well on Coastal Scents. Coastal Scents did not give me this shit. This is shit I bought as far as the Coastal Scents. I just wanted to share with you just a way that you can have those things. You know what I mean? Have the colors you need and work it out. You know, moving forward on to some bullshit that I could have passed on, okay? I know I could have. Anastasia, if you don't get somewhere and chew my drawers, everything about this company can get somewhere. This just happens to be the new shit, and to be quite honest, I will never buy another Anastasia piece for one, their beliefs, and they ain't too much caring for our community, but yet every time I turn around, somebody is boasting, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, Anastasia. You know, don't believe the hype. Don't fall into that shit. I even have the little brow shit that keeps your brow still, as if I draw mine on. I ain't even a bitch that gotta do that. Honey, look. This video is just... Honey, some of that shit you ain't got to do. And like I told y'all a long time ago, this is not your regular orthodox beauty channel, okay? This is the same Much Love, and this may not be appealing to others. Now, I am going to get some better lighting over here and use my camera so that y'all can see the colors in its entirety. I think I'm going to break down when I can and get that little ring light and just make it happen from there, so that you can at least get the true color, you know. But I'm still going to be me. But let me show y'all this bullshit. Honey. With this, you got, you know, you had a mirror, but you got the little book on how to do certain looks or whatever. Like, I give a fuck. You know, oh, well, I did kind of like this one, and I did do this look, and it was cute. But, honey, let's get to it. The best thing, I'm going to tell you, the tweezers, the best stuff to this palette was the stuff that came in here. Like the eyeliner. I do like the eyeliner. The tweezer set you got in it. You did get a usable brush in it. And was there mascara? No, it was tweezer, eyeliner, blush, and something else. And I done forgot. Anywho. Here's the palette. This is where the magic is. When I say the magic was in the eyeliner. But still, it wasn't to the point where I felt like, oh, I can only have anesthesia. No, no. Let's move forward. This the palette. This it. It ain't shit in this palette that's remarkable, okay? And I'm going to be quite honest with you, because I'm going to show and prove right now what I'm talking about. Now, I showed you the chalkiness in that last color. Let me make sure I wipe my hand off. Y'all might hear my husband, but I'm going to go to this one. What's the name of this one? Cream. Let me go to Cream. You see Cream right here? This is Cream. I don't know if it's going to. Okay, let me grab a bit of Cream. That's Cream. I'm going to put it next to this one. Cream's just as fucking chalky as the shit I just got out of the $5 palette. I'm just saying. But we'll move forward. Let me go for the only color that I like in here is Sienna. I do kind of like moss a little bit. But this Sienna right here, this Sienna is the only one that I really, really like. Let me see. What am I going to put this next to? Because I think I got one on my hand that resembles that. Maybe I'll just slide it right under there. See? Ain't there some shit? This is Sienna. Oh, wait. Right here. They damn near can run a thread to each other. There's no difference in the texture. It's just that I like the color of this. But I showed you exactly where. And guess what? Y'all, I do believe. Hold it. Let me pull that shit out again. Because if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that this brown here it doesn't look like it, but that's the brown I used. It wasn't even out of the coastal scent, child. All right, let me get you a green. We'll move forward because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this bullshit. Let's go into this green here. Doesn't that look like one of the greens I showed y'all in the 252? Child. Let me put it next to this one. Nothing great stands out to me with that. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. And, if this is your get down, get all the way down, no shade. Let me go to this 50 Shades of Gray here. It's really not. This might be one of the most unique colors that's in here. In the end, it's a silver. It was just a waste of time. And I know y'all going to ask me to do this glittery ass black because you think it's some shit. Let me do it. So I can. There it is. It's black. Put it under that. And yes, it does have some. Okay. You know what? Let me reach in here and swatch this other one, y'all, because I think there's another one that this one has a dupe. Oh, let me go into it. It doesn't look like it is, but I'm going to put it right next to it, and we're going to see what it do. Doesn't have as much glitter in it. No, but you can clearly see the glitter in the Anastasia. That might be one that won. Not that I would be wearing some black ass glitter every fucking day. No, I wouldn't. Anywho, and not that anybody other than my loves is listening to me. I'm not expecting this channel over here to be one that people gravitate to for what, honey. I'm just over here telling you how I feel and talking to the women that may feel the same way that I feel. You bitches that wake up like that and it's so glitzy glammy and all of that shit, and your shit don't stink and your piss don't stink and all that. You bitches that, you wouldn't understand. Let's move forward. And I know my loves has been with me. If you're on a Much Love from KY, then, all right. I guess I'm talking to real women. Not real women. I don't want to say that because they real women as well. But, I mean, I just ain't with this bullshit. Like, this is not some needed shit. Now, let's move into the new bitch on the block. Now, let me say, she ain't new, but she's another one they've been screaming about for the longest. And I have both of these palettes. Both of them was a ridiculous waste of money and time. Now, her eyeliner, Kat Von D, love it. Lips, I like her lips. These bullshit ass palettes, I have the one that has like the blues in it and stuff like that too. This bullshit. Tell me if there's anything in here that I didn't already show you that might have been in one of the other palettes. So fucking redundant. And I just want to kick my own self in the ass. Y'all have used this palette one time. And this bitch will just sit some damn where and whatever. The two colors that I like, three colors, is the black, the brown, and of course this burnt orange here. And we will go into that. A little powdery though. See that powder? A little powdery, but I don't put that. Oh, come through now. I come through. I'm gonna just say come through because clearly that one is much bolder than any of them. So this is why that's my favorite. Now let me go over here to this brown, which is like an espresso. I will give it to her on that. Like, but you know, is it enough for me to say just these three? Is it enough for me to say that it was fucking worth my money? No. I don't know, y'all. I'm about crazy over that orange. Let me go to this black. And I think this is one, I think outside of Inglot, I will say this. I think Kat Von D does have the blackest black when it comes to a shadow. I mean, and it is a matte black. So if you were doing, see that? Now that is beautiful. Now I will be fair and show you all the other ones. For those who might, let me get this off my hand. I got a little raggy like, oh. Yeah, they ain't no joke. They stain, honey. The pigmentation's there. Let me do like this gold and then the silver. Well, I'll do the gold here, and then there's a really pretty champagne-like color that really is one of the most chalky ones on there. That's the one that I mainly did my look with, that and espresso. What was I going? Silver? Yeah. Okay. You can see those. All right, let me go here, here, and here. And still, there's not a color that I don't have already that I could not use that would give me that. Other than this one, I have something similar to it, which is that burnt orange. The black is gorgeous, and the espresso. But I still feel like I could still, with, you know, kind of packing on a little bit, you know, a little bit more of the coastal scent than, you know, the one time that you may have to, you know, swipe this on your brush or whatever. I still feel like I could have done without it. Like, if I could have got these, you know, really not even if I could have got these three shadows, then it would have been worth it to me. These highlights, I'm not trying to glow under my shit. You know, I haven't done anything with these highlights, and I have no intentions. I don't ever want to be this chalky nowhere on me. I never want to be glowing like this. Nor do I want to glow like this. And these are all highlighters. What in the hell? Are you kidding me? No. No. And I will swatch those. And no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I guess if that's your thing, you know, but that ain't for me, honey. I'm going to need a little bronziness to it or something. You know, I left the other one over there. I tried to bring the stuff up here so I can show you. If you want me to show you the other palette and kind of give you a little swatch of that, which I'm not swatching. I'm just kind of sharing the shit on my mind. You know, just leave it below and let me know, okay? I'm just feeling some kind of way. You know, I just really got to thinking about it. And just really feeling some kind of way. Now, I will say that one of the palettes that I will never regret having, and I wish I had my Super Pro, because you know they had the red one that came out. I have the 1 and the 2, but this one's my go-to, so I keep this one on the desk. That I will never complain about having is this Lorac Pro. It is worth every dime. With that being said, if I had to say another one, the Naked One is worth every dime. But anything you do with that Naked One, that Naked 2, and Naked 3, I promise you, you can get out of the Mirage palette. And with that being said, kind of stand in line with Coastal Scents, they have those 3 palettes that they have that are, I forgot the name of them, that are similar to it. But I just, You know, I already have the, you know, the shadows already. They smaller or whatever, but I'll just use those. It's nothing that you can't do in Naked 1, 2, or 3 that you cannot do to me in the Coastal Scent 2 palettes that I just talked to you about. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. You know, but when it comes to something that I'm glad, this one, this first one, the second one, and that red one, and I think I heard they coming out with another one. These are worth it. These are worth it because these are such, and just to let y'all know, yes, Much Love uses this. I use this down. I do. I love it and live for it. Do you hear me? If I had to say there was one palette that I felt that you need as far as like a little bit more pricey, this one, the second one, and if you was able to get in on that big one, I would say go for that one. But it's sold out, and if you try to get it on eBay or whatever, honey, folks, is crazy what they trying to sell it for. Just to kind of, I mean, like this, these shadows are so, something about Lorac. These shadows are so easy to work with and so just creamy and blendable. And, you know, let me grab this one right here, this copper. Oh, God. I live for that. Let me put it next to this. Put it there. I'm running out of space, y'all. You see it right here? Love it. The gold, this champagne light color, y'all use this down. They have an espresso in this, and it is so creamy and milky to work with. I'm going to put it right here. Now, it's not as deep as the other espresso, but